Hello and welcome to PPR's PC Division 2, here starting off the season 1 that is, at Australia. We're going to start off with a quick little onboard action hot lap to get a view of the track and to see what it's all about. We're going to ride on board now with V-Dunk, our Xbox D1 driver.
Hello and welcome to PPR's Hot Lap series. We're on board now with V-Dunk as he takes us for a lap around Albert Park here in Australia as he crosses the line up into 8th gear before he goes hard on the brakes into T1 down to 5th gear, cutting that inside curb using the exit curb all the way, activating that DRS onto the second straight here, staying up in 7th gear before hard on the brakes yet again all the way down to 2nd gear, narrowly missing that inside curb up into 3rd with a lift here, short shifting to 4th, keeping it nice and flat through this right-hander not to lose control, using some of the exit curb, staying up in 7th before hard on the brakes down to 4th gear, cutting that inside curb and using the exit curb, maximizing that, now staying as close as possible to the inside of the grass before hard on the brakes yet again down to 3rd gear, clipping that inside corner and using that exit curb, careful not to spin out here as he goes on to the not so straight part of the track, up into 7th, coming to the high-speed chicane. He'll downshift to 6 with a slight dab of the brakes there, coming flat through this next corner, activating that DRS, trying to get as much speed as he can out of that exit to maximize his potential as he brakes now down into 4th gear, narrowly missing that curb, using all of the exit curb there with the big lift in 5th gear, coming through into the penultimate corner, all the way down 2nd gear before lining it up perfectly. A little short shift into 4th, a little bit oversteer there as he comes through, activates that DRS, comes all the way up and across the line. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a hot lap around Albert Park thanks to V-Dunk.
There you have it, folks, a nice clean lap by V-Dunk from our Xbox Division 1, commentated by yours truly. We're going to go ahead, as the lobby is starting up, we're going to check out what PC Division 2 has to offer. Coming up next. Welcome to PPR Division 2. We're live here at Albert Park in Melbourne. Right now we're on board with Doc Balak, one of our D1 drivers and a San Diego resident, you might say, similar to Capita Hood, your commentator here tonight. We're going to scroll through these menus like we've done this before. Figure out who's on a hot lap. Looks like everyone is going out now. We got a 18-man grid. Looks like everyone's bunching up pretty tightly here. Trying to see who's going to start their first lap. Looks like Doc's first to go, so we'll stay on board with him as he spins out, going in the penultimate corner a little bit, but not to worry as he's still not even close to the straight yet. But here he activates that DRS in the racing point Doc finishing P12 in our D1 race on Monday for PC. Comes into turn 1, uses that exit curb nicely. Powering down, activating that DRS yet again. Braking hard down all the way into second gear. Going a little wide there, may have invalidated, not sure, he might have been slow enough. Comes to the next corner. Keeps it nice and flat through here. Bit of a lift. Doc Block, this is his first official season league racing. PCD2 here for PPR. It's for all of our entry level, mainly all of our entry level league racers, getting to know the feels for clean racing. Comes into the high speed chicane, careful not to cut the corner here, does a good job using all of the curb, but not too much to invalidate. Looks like it clipped a bit of grass there. Cruising in as Korea sets a 124.7. So not a bad starting time here. So it looks like there's a Ferrari ahead of Persian. That seems to be, or sorry, ahead of Doc. Seems to be coming up to the line. That is Persian King, our moderator for PCD2. What does he put in? A 121.9. We'll see as Doc Block puts in a 28 going off the track there. Rudda has dived into the pits, but we'll go on board as Shape B goes off the course. Kubule putting in a 122.8 with the gaming nub putting in a 125.7. So we have Skybits coming up to the line. See what he can do. A 122.7 puts him into P2. We got plenty of drivers coming across the line. So many stacked next to each other. Squirmy put in a 123.7. Shout out him. We have Shavy put in a 144, so he definitely abandoned that. Looks like we have Blizzard coming up to the line. We'll see what he can say about this leaderboard so far. Sin P16 goes in and is setting out his first flying lap. We have Cosmo coming in hot into the final corner. See if he can set anything. Looks like he's just starting his lap now. Someone right behind him as well. Looks like the Williams of Korea. Or dump truck, perhaps. Plenty of guys going out. They're all finishing so close to each other. Looks like Kermit has set a 124.1, sitting P8. But Dr. McShorty. We got two Docs in this lobby. We got Dr. McShorty. We got Doc Balak. As Doc has a quicker time now. Nice job there. The 123.5 on his second lap on those softs. So definitely good improvement, about 5 seconds there. But Dr. McShorty, the better of the two doctors at the moment, as he has a 122.1. But Persian King clear by 2/10, heading in the garage there. We'll throw up some telemetry for you guys to see how fast they're going. Looks like dump truck is cruising by, as well as Dr. Shorty. See if anyone's on a hot lap at the moment. Seems that no one is. I take that back. Racer 33 is cruising to the line. We'll see what he can put up for his first time on the hard tires. It is a 123.9, so not bad on that hard compound. That is the slowest compound of all the tires here today. Meanwhile, reminder, dump truck is on mediums, so he set that 123.3 on mediums. So he's definitely got some more pace if he chooses to go to the softs. Looks like Cosmo's cruising on his outlap. And looks like Shorty, Dr. Shorty is on a flyer. We'll stay on board with him. So he's looking to improve that time of a 122.1 to try and pipe out Persian King on top of the leaderboards currently. Our drivers getting off the track, getting out the way for our hot lappers in absolute style. As Dr. McShorty screams down second DRS zone, sorry, third DRS zone, as Skybits has left the session. Hopefully he can get back in. Oh, Dr. McShorty has retired from the session, pushing a little bit too hard. That's exactly where Capita Hood, myself, retired in the race for PC on D1, so that is unfortunate. for him, as he will be out of the session, and the best he can do right now is P2 for quali. That is a sad-looking Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunate for that driver there. See who else is flying right now. Looks like Cosmo's diving into the pits. Bunch of guys in the pit or on their outlap. It's like Nuke's cruising through the grass, trying to get to the line. Meanwhile, Mr. Eduardo Andretti is cruising. Most of these drivers here today, as Rudda goes over the 121.7, the Ferrari teammate up top. So it's a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. What year is it, ladies and gentlemen? These two are definitely the ones that are going to be challenging for the win this season and the championship. But they will be definitely battling each other all season long, which may come into play down the line with team orders. Skybits is able to get back into the session as we see Eduardo Andretti come to the line, activating the DRS once again. What can he set for his times? Any faster? It is not. He'll stay at 125.5 at the moment. As he comes across the grass and quite so fast, spins out and completely obliterates Kermit. Eduardo Andretti. This car is somehow able to block. Hello, that's not what we want, Cody's. Two drivers and retire two of them. I'm not sure exactly what happened there with Andretti. It looks like he spun off the track, tried to spin around, pulling somewhat of a Grosjean, taking out two of the drivers. Luckily, this is only qualifying. That is a very unfortunate incident for Kermit and Blizzard. They're looking to just get their lap in. Unfortunately, were affected by that incident. The stewards will definitely have to take a look at that. That is not what we like to see. Luckily, like I said, it is only qualifying. As we have Squirmy, one of our challengers for sure, for the top 5, I believe. Trying to put in a quicker lap than before. Cruising down on those soft tires in that Haas. The teammate, actually, of Eduardo Andretti. So hopefully he can try and bring that Haas name back up with a better qualifying time coming into the final corner. Yellow flags are going, I'm sure, for that incident up top still. He crosses the line, and he improves to P6 with a 123.0. Good job by Squirmy there. It looks like the debris is cleared. Good job by the marshals getting those cars out the way. We'll see if Persian King can do anything about it to his teammate Rudda on top. He's got 2/10 to find as he's powering down the back straight. Downshifts to 5th quickly. Uses all the curb there. Nice exit. Plenty of room. No invalidating here today for Persian King. Ferrari livery looking great today. Comes around into the penultimate corner. Nice on the brakes. Down to 1st gear. Wow. Interesting tactic. Comes up into 4th. Nice exit from the final corner there. Plenty of ERS to spare. Crosses the line. Does a 121.4 and goes pole position. Provisional, that is, by a good 3/10. So nice lap by Persian King there. Edging out his teammate yet again. So we have 2 lead changes so far in this qualifying. Now we'll go on board with Doc Balak as he powers through. There's a yellow flag. I'm hoping for people slowing down and getting out of the way. Doc's looking to improve and break further into that top 10. Gaming Up doing a good job of getting out the way there for the hot lappers. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Some issues with the streaming broadcast, but we're back now. So we have Rudda on pole, just edging out that Ferrari teammate that is Persian King by a solid 3/10, almost 4/10, with Dr. McShorty unfortunately retiring early in the session. So he only got a set a lap of 122.1 for P3. Skirmy in P4 in the Haas, Skybits in P5, Shea B in P6, Kublai in P7, Cosmo P8, Doc Balak, the San Diegan in P9, and Dump Truck in P10 to round out the top 10 of the grid. So we'll wait for our drivers to load in and choose their strategy as we get paused here. Love to see it. When lining up to the grid, we'll have our formation lap. Look at that Ferrari 1-2. You'd love to see it. Everyone gets away nice and easy. A little bit of lag there from Squirmy. That is expected though, considering his connection. So we have Rudda in P1, one of our veteran D1 drivers. Persian King, P2. Also another one of our veteran D1 drivers they'll be looking to put on for a win today. Dr. McShorty, a newer driver, putting in some pace, it seems. Possibly going to try and challenge for that win in the Mercedes. We got Squirmy. He's definitely a veteran of this league. He's been around for a while, and he's fortunately made it back. Skybits, one of our drivers, too, as well. We got Shea B, another veteran. Kublai, participating in D1 and D2. We got Cosmo, our D1 announcer, looking to put in some work on the track this time in D2. Doc Balak, new this season, just new to sim racing. Trying to see what he can do today. Dump Truck, another new driver in the league. This league consisted of many new drivers, so watch out as we see who can top the rest today. So we have Racer 33, also another veteran. Kermit, our D1 commentator as well, looking to put some laps in D2. Korea, one of our rookie drivers as well, as Fusion Dog and Dreddy, Gaming Nub, all rookie drivers, trying to put in some work and show us what they could do with Blizzard, making a transfer from Xbox over to PC, and Strife making his debut for PPR as a rookie, as the drivers get set on the grid. We will try and see if we can get a good angle for the start. Knowing Cody's, it'll happen eventually. There we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and the PPR Division 2 PC League is underway. Good clean start so far. Looks like Rudda is able to pull away a decent amount as Persian looks to stick his nose in. Looks like we have a little bit of a collision there from Doc Balak is spun around. Unfortunately, so far Persian King is able to hang with Rudda. Kublai looking for a move there. As we have yellow flags all over, we'll see what happened here. Looks like Fusion Dog has retired from the session. Skybits getting a little wide there. Plenty of things going on as we have Kermit losing an entire front wing. That is unfortunate for him. Getting wide. That is very unfortunate for him. We're going to throw on some intervals here. If Cody can get that up for us, that'd be wonderful. Unfortunately for Rudda, he has dropped back. Not sure what happened there. Fusion Dog has left the session. That is unfortunate for his first start. Meanwhile, Persian King out in front. Not sure what happened between the two leaders there, but the Ferrari is still in the lead. Be lovely if Cody could give us the actual interval and not just some green arrows, but looks like the Ferrari run is clean on the back of Shea B. Trying to make something work here. Persian King sets the fastest lap. Has a good run on Shea B. We'll see what we can do into turn 1. Dives down the inside. A little bit of space, a little bit of contact there. Still side by side as Korea gets a speeding in the pit lane penalty for 5 seconds. Shea B doing a great job of defending here. Shirota goes down the inside, late braking there. Shea holds around the outside. Awesome job by them. Driving side by side through the corners. Shea gets ahead while Rudda comes back around the outside, switching back side by side through the corner as Rudda gets ahead with dump truck. Oh, as Shea B dives down the inside of Rudda and seems to have taken him out. The stewards will definitely have to look at that one. I'm not sure what happened there. So Rudda has dropped back even more from his pole position start. That is unlucky for him. Looks like Shea B definitely had something to do with that there. Looks like his wing is all good, so not sure entirely what happened. Meanwhile, Squirmy's coming in hot on Dr. McShorty as we finally have our intervals. Squirmy really trying to put a move on Dr. McShorty for that podium position as he gets a little bit wide on the exit of the final turn, compromising his run as Squirmy goes fastest now with a 127.3. Persian King still leading, but just by 9/10, so not much there. As Racer 33 has indeed pit. We'll see if anyone else pits due to damage. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll have to see. It's Blizzard. He has spun out in the high-speed chicane, losing that front wing entirely. That's unfortunate, but we'll go back on board now with Skirmy. Trying to keep up with Kubele is coming in hot on Persian King. Persian King better watch out, trying to hold the lead here. Ferrari engines battling each other. So not too bad of a race start, not as bad as D1 here today, but only one retirement so far. But other than that, everyone else seems to be doing quite all right. DRS should be activated now. So it looks like Rudda has gotten past Cosmo. Kubele trying to make something move on Persian, but nothing's quite happening yet. Stripe is right on Cosmo, goes up his inside. He gets that move done quite easily. As Rudda has seemed to have spun again. I'm not sure what happened there. Kubele set the fastest lap, closing in on Persian King. Rudda is not on his game today. Kubele too far back to make any kind of move work. So we have another yellow flag yet again. Looks like Cosmo's in the pit. Not sure what that one was about. Kubele still on the back of Persian King. Trying to make something happen. Uses all of that grass to make that turn work. Getting real close now. Oh, as Kubele spins out in the high-speed chicane, losing a couple of positions there, down to P4. Unfortunate for Kubele. Has spun out again, trying to start back up and get quick. He's lost some wing, so initially he didn't lose his wing, but once he tried to start back up again, he lost his wing. His tires are scorched now. That is unfortunate for him. He was challenging for the lead there, but he was unable to keep up with the pressure as he goes super wide now. As Rudda gets by, Rudda's on a charge back as Shea goes wide as well. Shea getting a little squirmy. as Kublai has spun again, and that is unfortunate for him as he's unable to retain control. Shea doing a good job of slowing down not to get any wing damage, but stays in P8 for now. Meanwhile, Persian King way ahead as Kermit has retired. Let's see what happened there. Looks like he has indeed fallen victim to the highest speed chicane that is Albert Park. Fortunate for him. Doc seems to have no wing as he's getting super wide. Kermit has left the session. Fortunate for him. Looks like Doc will need to pit. We got a bunch of guys pitting now. All getting those fresh new wings. As New Korea has retired. Is it another one? Fallen victim. As Cosmo's retired as well. I'm not sure what happened here. We'll see on board with Kublai. It looks like, yes, they both have. Oh my goodness. Fallen quick through there. These drivers are trying to avoid all of these guys as ghosting is indeed off. So you got to actually slow down in yellow flags to avoid colliding with retired cars. Looks like Cosmo and Korea got tangled up there. And unfortunately, retired as Scormy is now in the pits. See if he changes out for a wing. Looks like he will. Unfortunately, he has no wing. They'll have to take off the non-existent wing to put on the new one. So now we have 14 runners with Doc Block in the back with a fresh wing. Trying to get back into those points after having to replace his wing twice already. Meanwhile, Persian King flying high up front as Korea has left the session. Pulling out that stretch on Dr. McShorty, who's trying to make some kind of comeback after retiring in qualifying. Our field pretty spread out here now as Persian King continues to pull away. Seems like we'll throw on the tires that are fitted. And Dump Truck is sitting pretty well right now on those mediums. Seems like he's got the optimal shot as he's coming up to what seems to be a back marker here. Back marker that is Blizzard, I do believe. Indeed it is. Followed closely behind by Doc Balak. Kublai sets the fastest lap with a 1:25.0, so he's on a mission to come back. We'll see if Doc Balak pulls the old unlap method. Hopefully not like the former Racing Point Ocon. He looks to the inside, gives him a little look. Back markers unlapping themselves can get very hairy at times. The stewards will be very anxious to see what happens in this situation. We'll see if Doc Block can make some kind of clean move, get around Dump Truck, who is indeed in third place. Doc has DRS on him as Rudda has dropped down from Shea. Has he spun out yet again? No, he hasn't. His wing's fine. Not sure what happened there. Doc's still right on the back of Dump Truck, trying to make something work. Or maybe he's just using him as a DRS hole, grabbing that suck for as long as he can. Wow, Rudda is just all over the place. Racer 33 passing by, spinning out yet again. Having somewhat of a bad race, it seems, as he's changing for pits. Changing for, pitting again for a change of wing. gets through. We'll see if Doc is fading ever so slightly away from Dump Truck, unfortunately. As Dr. McShorty is indeed falling back from Persian King. Persian King up top, leading by a solid 6 seconds. As Persian King has officially gone into the pit, so we'll see what kind of strategy he's looking to pull here, as this is an early pit for a one-stop. So it looks like he's indeed putting on the hard tires. So he'll look to go to the end, as Dr. McShorty also pits as well. Not too far back from Rudda. Skybits now gets ahead. And Dump Truck on those medium tires, looking to make something wild work with the strategy here. He's approaching the back marker. We also do have Doc Bullock right behind Dump Truck now. The battle of the back marker coming up to the race leader. I'm getting Brazil flashbacks, 2018. Luckily, that's not Max Verstappen, and luckily, Doc isn't Ocon. As the gaming number gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We'll hop on board now with Persian King, who's probably looking to make some kind of move on Strife as well. Gets around him nice and easy. Strife lets him by quite easily. Persian looks to move back up into the lead, sitting in P3 now. Doc Block just cruising along following Dump Truck. Chilling on those fresh shafts. Skybits has indeed pit, so Persian King will inherit that P2, followed closely by Strife, who has yet to pit. But meanwhile, Doc Bullock getting real close now to Dump Truck. He's doing a good job of just keeping his distance, not making too much happen. As Shea seems to have spun out, I believe. I'm not sure what happened. It seems to be a yellow flag, but he's pitting after 8 laps on those softs. He'll probably be going on to hards. Scrummy gets up ahead. We'll see if Doc can do anything as he passes Blizzard, supposedly. Seems like Blizzard got out of the way for the blue flag, and Doc was able to sneak through. But now it seems Doc is out of DRS range from that leader, as Shea is out of the pits on the hard tires, so he'll be looking to go to the end, bar any wing damage. Yellow flag in sector 3, not sure what that is. Looks like may have been Blizzard, I'm not entirely sure. As Rudda sitting in P9, unfortunately, after starting on pole, not a good look at all. But we got the charging Kublai trying to catch up to Squirmy here, as Strife has now officially pit. So the last one to pit will be Dump Truck, I believe. He's the only one who has yet to pit on those mediums, so he'll try to stretch them as long as possible. He's trying to make a one-stop work. See where Strife comes out of the pits. Well ahead of that battle there. Kublai getting in front of Blizzard there, not to be caught up by the back marker. Doc, good job of staying with the race leader here, as we got a yellow flag in sector 1. Not sure what happened there. Bunch of cars cruising through. Kublai getting mighty close now. They're coming up on the back of Strife as well. Bunch of yellow flags, I'm not sure for what exactly. closing on Strife, who's on the fresh hard tires, so those will take a minute to warm up. And Squirmy and Kublai will for sure have the pace advantage at the moment. Squirmy cuts a major part of that chicane, almost loses it, but does a good job of holding on. Right on the back of Strife now. Kublai pulling along, trying to make some kind of move. I think Squirmy will have to make a move before Kublai can make a move on Squirmy. Unless Kublai can go for a double overtake here in this DRS train. Evenly spaced now. Looks like he's a bit too far back. Squirmy looking to make some kind of move on this next turn. Bit too far back, but Kublai coming in hot. Stripe gets a little squirmy there. No pun intended. Stripe's getting real close as Persian King gets a 3-second time penalty. That'll be crucial at the end of the race as he is looking for a race win. But if Dump Truck can push himself, he may be able to make something happen. Squirmy awfully close to Strife, while Kublai is awfully close to Squirmy. Bit far back to make some kind of move after the straight, I'm sure, but here comes Squirmy. DRS wide open. Will he go for a move down the inside? Let's see. Pokes his nose in, gets on the grass a little bit side by side, but Strife will stay ahead. Kublai looking to make a move too. These drivers, oh so close. The Squirmy cuts the entire corner there, getting all the grass, mowing the lawn. As Squirmy will have DRS now, so we'll see if he can make a move down the inside of Strife. Kublai got a great view of the shot here. Squirmy down the inside. Strife conceding position there as Kublai now gets around, activates that DRS. Hopefully he can pull ahead here. Round the outside and move done as Kublai dives a little too deep as Strife gets back through. Kublai not done yet as he holds that inside line. Pushes Strife a little wide there. Strife still on the inside. Closes that door, and that is it as Strife may have nearly held it from spinning out into the wall there. Nice job from him, but awesome job from Kublai to get around. Following behind Squirmy as he's now back on a charge to pass Squirmy. Meanwhile, we'll see where the Doc is as he seems to have spun just a bit there. Trying to catch up to what seems to be Blizzard. Or was that Shay? Or am I blind? Looks like his wing is fine though, so he'll be chilling on this tire for now as Kublai is already back within a second of Squirmy. So he'll be trying to get DRS for this next straight. If you guys are liking the stream, liking the content, go ahead and smash that like button. We here at PPR would very much appreciate it. Thank you guys for your support. We'll see if these tires can support Kublai as he tries to pass Squirmy, but he gets a 3-second time penalty for just getting a little wide there on the exit of turn 1 into turn 2. Persian King now within 7 seconds of Dump Truck. As Dump Truck seems to have spun out. Oh no, there are his chances at the one stop. As he'll for sure have to pit for a new wing now. That is super unfortunate for him. The high-speed chicane claims yet another victim. As now we have the racing point of Doc. Trying to get by, he doesn't know what to do here. He'll finally pass that lead, but unfortunately, it was not great for Dump Truck there. Meanwhile, Kublai's still trying to put some kind of move on Squirmy. He's been tailing him for several laps now. I'm sure he's fed up with this Squirmy train. If gets a nice exit out of the final corner. Has that DRS, plenty of ERS you can see on his dash there, that yellow bar. Takes a nice line there. He'll be right on the back of Squirmy for this next turn. Looks to the inside, it goes down the middle. Squirmy almost closing the door, going side by side. Kublai will get the move, but Squirmy holds the inside, holding up Kublai. Nice defense by Squirmy there. This Kublai surely had a good run at the move there. Meanwhile, Persian King 8 seconds ahead of Dr. McShorty. They're both on the same strategy, so it looks like it'll be pretty similar throughout the rest of the race. Squirmy gets a little tangled on the grass there, mowing the lawn, caught sleeping. Here comes Kublai into the high-speed chicane. Will they go side by side? Kublai backs off, preps for this next DRS zone. Seems to be a little bit too far back to make a move, unfortunately. As Chevy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Time penalties will get you in this game. The key to winning is staying clean and staying on track. Squirmy gets a terrible exit. It gets a little, spins a little there. Now dives into the pits. Luckily, Kublai will have DRS, so finally gets past Squirmy due to Squirmy pitting. We'll see what tire Squirmy goes to here, as he'll be looking to go to the end. He's on the softs, switching to the medium, so he's definitely trying to go all the way to the end now. Kublai is now approaching the back of Doc Bullock, the back marker. Also on those medium tires, which just come out of the pits actually. Doc getting blue flagged. Kublai will be looking to charge and take back that P4 spot that his teammate Racer 33 is currently holding. As Doc goes ahead and lets him by nice and clean. Meanwhile, dump truck's right behind, trying to come back. Oh, as Doc gets a little sideways there, we have a Haas of Eduardo Andretti off to the side. Doc's still spinning all around. Dump truck not too pleased as the gaming nub gets a 3-second time penalty. His race and day seems to be pretty much wrapped up here. See if Doc gets out of the way. Some back marker drama as he lets up. Dump truck getting by easily now on a charge to catch Kublai. After spinning out in that high-speed chicane, he will want to make up as many positions as he can. He was on for a win before, but after this, I'm not sure. Eduardo Andretti is indeed pitting, as we see if dump truck was getting pretty sideways there. Almost thought he was about to spin out. Meanwhile, Persian King, every time I commentate this guy, he's just out in front. Not a worry in sight. All he's got to do is just keep those time penalties down and keep that front wing out of the wall. And most importantly, not succumb to the wrath that is the high-speed chicane, as Racer 33 gets a 3-second time penalty. Cutting that chicane, I'm sure. He's slowly closing in, it seems, on Sky Bits. His hard tires must be kicking in now around lap 14. Rhoda has gotten around Strife. Rhoda trying to charge back, mowing the lawn. As the gaming gnome has indeed retired from the session. His race and race weekend over. Kublai slowly making a move, inching ever so slowly towards Racer 33. As Rudder gets a 3-second time penalty. That will definitely not help him. We also have Dump Truck making a move, charging on that comeback. Kublai almost getting in DRS range with his teammate, that is Racer 33. As Skirmy gets a 3-second time penalty, so that will not help him if he's trying to maintain that points position in P9. Kublai now within 1 second. We'll see if he gets DRS here. Maybe a bit too far back. Yes, he is, unfortunately. Still now within a second, so looking to make some kind of pass happen. As now 3rd place through 6th are all within about 5 seconds. Could get pretty saucy in just a moment, folks. Both Alfa Romeos battling for position now. We'll see if team orders can come into play. Kublai going through the high-speed chicane. He'll get DRS for sure here as he comes right on the back of Racer 33. Plenty of room to go. Goes up the inside. Racer 33 on the outside, tries to hold it round. Kublai sticks the move, nice and easy. No real team orders there, but seems to have been clean as it could go when it comes to teammates. But that battle has now allowed Dump Truck to come onto the back of Racer 33 with that DRS. Racer 33 still getting that DRS from Kublai, so it'll make it a little bit more challenging for Dump Truck to make something happen here. So Racer 33 still has that DRS because the DRS system makes sense sometimes. Dump Truck going down the outside, nothing doing there. I'll have to follow behind Racer 33 through this next section now. Hard to go side by side and keep up your speed. 2/10 back now, right on the back of Racer 33. Trying to make something happen so he can keep going and try and catch up to Kublai, who's already pulled out a nice 1.9 second lead. Spiller gets a 3-second time penalty, so he'll be possibly dropped down even further than he already is. Dump Truck ever so close with that DRS. We'll see if he can dive for a move. Nothing going there. Meanwhile, Kublai on a roll trying to make something happen with Skybits. These two battles for P5 and P3 going down now. As Racer 33 dives into the pit, so he'll be pitting now into those 17-lap old hard tires. Kublai going down the inside of Skybits. Skybits trying to hold the outside. Nothing happened there. Looks like they got a little tangled up. But Kublai pulling out ahead, so Kublai up into P3 now on those 16-lap old medium tires. I'm not sure if he'll go all the way to the end. We'll see, though, as he's put in some work on them. The yellow flag in Sector 3. Not sure what that's about. Meanwhile, Doc trying to make something happen, trying to break down that gap to Shea B. Kublai doing a nice job of making it all the way back up in P3, but I believe he will have to pit again unless he wants to stretch those mediums to 20+ laps. Skybit's unable to hold on here. Meanwhile, Dump Truck trying to make something happen. After bottling it in the lead, he's trying to get back onto those podium steps. Meanwhile, Kublai stretching that lead from Skybits. As Skybits seemed to have lost his wing there, losing control. Good news for Dump Truck, as that'll give him the position for free, basically, out of this next corner. Skybits, yep, will dive into the pits. Unfortunate for him. Maybe it was time for him to pit. He probably could have gone to the end on those hards, but now he can throw on some softs and book it to the end with a fresh wing. Unfortunate for him, though. Dump Truck will now be on a charge trying to catch Kubele, who's on those ancient medium tires. As Rudda's now back into P5, the man on pole, who binned it at least 8 times. Oh, and right as I switch to him, man, commentator's curse. He goes off track. Wing's still intact, though. He's trying to make some kind of move. I believe he's trying out no line today, so that's the reason why he's missing all of his braking points, but doing a good job. May have used it in quali. We don't know, though. Meanwhile, Dr. McShorty's not doing too bad of a job of keeping up with Persian. It's been remaining solid around 9 seconds. But Persian King out here running these fools as Rudda gets another 3-second time penalty, so not helping him at all. It's like Persian's coming up to a back marker here of I'm not sure who, but race to 33, firing on those soft tires, trying to make some kind of move on Strife. With Squirmy not too far behind, as Dump Truck has indeed passed Kubele. Not sure what happened there. Did he lose part of his wing spinning out? It seems he may have. Can't tell with this angle. But he'll be hitting for new tires regardless because he sorely needs them. Meanwhile, Racer 33 coming on the back of Strife. Trying to make something work as he's on those super fresh tires. Kubele is now in the pit. Rudda's up into P4, making his way back. But here comes Racer 33 trying to make something move. Oh my goodness, as he seems to have lagged through. That is the ultimate special power. That is F1 2019, the lag overtake. A spectacular sight to see. As we got Strife stuck in a max rev bug. What a move there by Racer 33 though. The old Ghosteroo. Squirmy's now trying to make some kind of move. So we can hear that revving bug all the way from back here of Strife that's maxing out. Seems Persian King is slightly pulling away from Dr. McShorty now. And here comes Squirmy mobbing through, easily getting that DRS. We'll pass him with ease as Strife gets passed up. Oh, let's not stay on board with him. That is headphone user warning right there. Strife gets a 3-second time penalty for going wide. That is questionable considering he was in a mid-battle. Meanwhile, his teammate Skybits coming in hot on those fresh softs as well. So we'll see if there's any team orders at play coming up shortly. Racer 33 on a charge to try and put something on Rudda. With those fresh off. We'll see who has the best lap of the race so far. Looks to be Kubele on the softs as he's just started a flyer on the soft tires. Skybits inching closer and closer towards his teammate. These two are homies, so you know it's a real teammate battle when you meet each other on track. Obviously, completely different strategies here as Skybits is on the brand new softs with Strife on the old ancient tires that are the hard compound. Going nice and deep into this corner. Skybits right on the back of Strife now. We'll see if there's any team orders, any communications to try and let him by. Looks like they may battle as Strife goes super wide there. May have dummied a little overtake as Racer 33 goes fastest with a 1:24.6. Nice lap by him on those 4-lap old softs. Skybit's able to get by his teammate quite all right there. Racer 33 on a charge to the Ferrari of Rudda as Rudda goes super deep. Kublai taking back that fastest lap by almost a second. Almost 2 seconds, sorry. So we have Racer 33 cruising in behind our pole sitter Rudda. Cutting that corner nice and easy. Racer 33, another 3-second time penalty. I think both these guys have 3-second time penalties. So it could be a battle to the end now. That's the thing about F1 league racing. Time penalties are everything, and we won't know until the end of the race because I can't do that quick maths. Well, who will come out on top? Racer 33 doing a nice job of edging the track as we have Dump Truck. Oh no! Has spun out in the high-speed chicane yet again. Spun out once from the lead, and now he's spun out again from P3. That is super unfortunate as he's now down into P6. Meanwhile, Racer 33 trying to catch up back to Rudda. Unlucky for Dump Truck. Skybits is right on the back of Dump Truck now, going around the outside. Dump Truck's going to go to the end with his broken front wing. He may look to outbrake here and dive bomb. No, he'll be safe with that broken front wing. Lots of loss of downforce there as Racer 33 is now looking to make some kind of move on Rudda. He was very close there, but Rudda got way ahead. Not sure what happened. Meanwhile, Dump Truck getting closed in on by Strife now. We'll go off-board with him because that hurts my ears, and I'm sure yours as well. As Shay-B has entered the pits for the soft tire. Strife getting pretty wide there. Oh, we don't want that, Cody's. We don't want that. Dump Truck doing a pretty good job without a wing here to stay with him. I'm not sure if Racer 33 has wing damage, but he's backed off a bunch from Rudda. Oh my goodness, as Strife totally gets ejected into the grass. I'm not sure what happened there. He seemed to have gone side by side. That is unfortunate for the McLaren driver as he lost out to Kublai, who was on a mission. You know, I'm trying to keep it together all the way to the end with that broken wing. We've got 2 laps to go now. Not much left as Persian King is pulling away. Kublai looking to make a move on the broken wing driver. That is Dump Truck. Strife gets a 5-second time penalty. That'll not help him as he's dived into the pits to definitely change his wing. Meanwhile, Shay-B has pitted for some softs, so he'll be looking to shoot out that fastest lap of the race. But he did not get it that time, it seems. Here comes Kublai, trying to make something happen on a Dump Truck, possibly into the high-speed chicane. Hopefully nothing repeats what happened to Strife. Goes up the inside, gets nice and side-by-side there. Dump Truck doing a good job of keeping it clean. But ultimately, Kublai will take that away as Squirmy is now 3/10 on the back of Racer 33. Looks like Racer 33's tires could be going off here. 6-lap old softs. Squirmy gets a little squirmy on the inside of the penultimate corner. It's a nice exit here, though. Rides that grass. Squirmy loves that grass, man. Mowing the lawn all day. Looking like Daniel Ricciardo out here in 2019. Squirmy goes way deep on that turn 1 and turn 2 sector. But he'll still have that DRS, so he can try and keep up and catch back up to Racer 33. A bit far back for a pass now, but possibly he can line it up for the final lap as he goes way too deep again into turn 3. Unfortunate for him. Have to make some kind of big move here to try and make something happen. Meanwhile, Kublai is trying to make a move on the McLaren of Skybits, as we'll hop on board with Persian. who's crossing the line for his final lap, starting off the 29th and final lap of this Grand Prix. Kublai now within 3/10 of Skybits. Looking to go down the inside, nothing happening there. Wait until that DRS, hopefully, as he gets a great exit there. Goes around the outside of Skybits, who's staying with him. Doc gets a 3-second time penalty. Looks to go up the inside, possibly through the high-speed chicane. Nothing happening there, but he'll get DRS as he cuts the entirety of that corner, gets a 3-second time penalty. There's seems to be, Doc Block just holding up the line there, trying to get out the way of all these racers. Skybits unable to come back. Squirmy still trying to make something happen on the back of Racer 33. Whole lot of battles going down on the final lap here of the PC Division 2 Grand Prix. Activating that DRS, trying to make something happen. Kublai on this train as well. Looks like nothing will happen. Meanwhile, we have Persian King coming up. Trying to make... Oh, goodness, as Kublai retires from the session, trying to push to get those last places. But we'll have Persian King come up to the line, getting the PC Division 2 race winner here at Australia. Congrats to Persian King. But we'll go back down to the action now to see if Squirmy can make some kind of move on Racer 33. Congrats to Persian King as he gets a little bit of bump there from Racer 33. Bumps him again. I'm sure he's lost part of his wing now as Dr. McShorty comes home in P2. Congrats to him. And now we have the final battle for P4 here. As Squirmy cuts the entire corner, bumps Racer 33 for a third time. Trying to get that DRS, trying to make some kind of move. Goes around the outside. We'll see if he can do anything. Nothing there. It's oh so close. Goes up the inside, touches Racer 33, gets a little sideways. Nothing doing there. All the way down, punts Racer 33 completely off the track. He's not going to wait up for him. That'll be definitely one for the stewards to look at. Unfortunate, Racer 33 has now dropped 3 positions because of that. I'm not a steward. Well, I am, but they will have something to say about that. Squirmy comes home with a bunch of time penalties anyways. Racer 33 and Doc Block chilling a lap down, but he's cruising to the finish. Squirmy not shown the cleanest of races, but fortunate for that. Racer 33 had a great race. Did nothing wrong in that situation. I'm not gonna be opinionated there, but that was just very unfortunate for him. Persian King though dominating this race, edging out Rudda, who spun out in the beginning, and just holding P1 to the end. Congrats to him. Awesome job to Persian King, and awesome job to Doctor. And unfortunate for our drivers who lost their lives to the high-speed chicane. Ferrari podium there. Awesome job for the team. Awesome job for Persian. And that is a very realistic podium, actually. Congrats to Ferrari. Congrats to Mercedes. So there you have it, folks. We have Persian King in P1, nailing it from start to finish. Dr. McShorty in P2. Rudda coming all the way back after spinning out double digits amount of times in P3. Skybits P4, Dump Truck P5. Squirmy in a questionable P6. Racer 33 in P7. Kublai P8. Shaby in P9. Strife in P10. Doc in P11. Eduardo in 12. Blizzard in 13 to round off our finishers. We'll now go ahead and try to get those podium finishers in our commentary room. See if we can hop them in right quick. See if we can grab Rudda and Dr. McShorty. awesome job by all our racers. I think we are joined now by our podium finishers. So let's go ahead and we'll talk to Rudda, our P3 finisher. How was that race, man? It seems you may have spun out a couple times.
Yeah, first race without line, I was absolutely crapping my pants every corner. First lap, I had a good start. Um, at the end of the first straight, I just forgot to brake. I was looking at my ERS, and then the next lap I got shunted by Shay, so that happened, and then it was just a matter of pitting after spinning out like 6 times, and then letting everyone crash out. So
Yeah, you did a good job of pushing even though you were down, so you made it all the way back up, which is very impressive considering the amount of times you happened to spin out. But
yeah.
good job with the no line. Nailed it. Congrats. Dr. McShorty, good job on the podium, man. You were pretty consistent there throughout most of the race. What are your thoughts on that?
That was my main goal, just to be consistent throughout the whole race, try to stay out of trouble, no penalties, keep it clean, and luckily I found an area where I could just no one around and kept it easy, kept it pretty much trying to go in the cruise control and keep it all the way the rest of the race.
Yeah, awesome job, man. Congratulations on the PPR podium. It's always a nice one to get. And we'll go
Thank
to
you.
our winner, Persian King, nailing it yet again from start to finish. How was that, man? Easy?
Fun? No. I had some penalties, and Shorty was gaining on me the last few laps, so I was pushing it. And then the first like 5 laps, I locked up. I don't know if you saw it on stream, but I locked up into the first corner every single lap, like for 3 laps in a row. And Kublai got so close and almost sent it on me, but we had some good battles.
Yeah, there were some good battles, and unfortunately, it seems like Dump Truck was definitely in the running until he was claimed by the high-speed chicane, as were many other drivers this race.
Yeah, I was worried about him. I thought he was gonna win the race.
He was on that ultimate strat with mediums, so but unfortunately didn't play out, and you were able to keep it clean and win the race. So congrats, man.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you all next week. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Bye.
So that'll do it for our stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. We truly appreciate you stopping by. We hope you enjoyed our PC Division 2. And yeah, that's about it. We will see you next time. Take it easy.